So as we know that yesterday we studied vertical circular motion outside a circular track. Means when any kind of object is traveling outside a circular track, so how it will be, that is what we're going to discuss. So even yesterday I have shown you the one diagram also. So let me take, this is a circular track. So I just imagine. So I will take half of the shape of the circle so that it is easy to understand it. Now outside, vertical circular motion outside a circular track, if you imagine. So we all knows that, let me consider object is here, object is at here. So now two cases we have studied. What is the case one? Let me take case one. Already initial velocity of the body is having some u. And case two, what we studied, everybody, initial velocity of the body is equals to how much? Everybody? Initial velocity of the body is equals to 0. Okay. So both the cases we can make it. So imagine the body of mass m is at the position A now. So from the center, we all people knows that from the center, every point you can go that the perpendicular line from the center, what is that called as? Everybody, we used to call it as radius. Yes or no? Yes. So this point. So this is what we used to call it as radius. Now imagine if the body is keep on, so that perpendicularly upward force is actually normal, maximum. So when the body is keep on sliding with the initial velocity u, with the initial velocity is what, everyone? Initial velocity
U.
u in this circular path. So what will happen when the bodies keep on traveling? So let me imagine the body reaches to a particular point. That point is we used to call as B point. What is that point, everybody? The point is we used to call as B point. So when the bodies keep on sliding, keep it in mind, normal reaction keep on decreases or increases. When the bodies keep on moving, normal reaction keep on, everybody, keep on decreases. Understanding? So there is a particular place where normal reaction become 0. Let me consider that is later. Now, at this point with angle theta, so let me take normal reaction is exerting outward direction, N, and as well as centripetal force, which is also exerting outward direction. What is the centripetal force, everybody? Which is equals to what? Fc is equals to, speak loudly, mv square by mv square by r. We all knows that this is also r only. So now, if you all observe very carefully, now if you notice it, so what is our target here? Two things we have to find it. So what is the velocity? Means at a particular place where normal reaction becomes 0, at that particular point, what I said yesterday, it will lose the contact, and from that point it will take into the what motion, everybody? It will take into the projectile motion. Okay. Projectile motion. So now we have to calculate what velocity the body is traveling. At the point B, definitely it is having some velocity V. So what is that velocity which we have to give the minimum velocity to make the body to travel? So that is what is our target. So let us apply at this point. So always we all knows that, let me choose. So at this point something is acting downward direction. What is that called as, everybody? Yes, please. Which is called as
MG.
mg. Understanding? So now first let me go to the baseline. So at the baseline, we all knows that body is already having some initial velocity. So what is the initial kinetic energy, everybody? Initial kinetic energy equals to half m u square. So as the body is at the baseline, what is the initial baseline means? What is the potential energy? Initial potential energy. Speak loudly, everybody. Initial potential energy. Yes, please. Baseline initial potential is how much, guys? 0. Understand, Laksha? Now, as the body is traveled from this path to this position to this position, you can see initially at this height. Now, finally, it has been reaches to this position. So, this is what? Be very careful. Observe, all of you. So, this is the position it has been reached. So, at this point, if you observe, as the weight of the body is acting downward direction, now we all knows that. So the weight will be acting in two different directions. That is what? Which will become what? So here also theta is same. So this will turns into what? Everybody, this will become mg sin theta. And this will become what? mg
Cos theta.
mg cos theta. So that is what you have to clear. Now, we have to find, let us apply the work energy theorem here. So if I apply the work energy theorem or work energy theorem, if you apply it, so what is the work energy theorem? Now, as you know, applied force is 0. So work done by applied force is 0. So that we can apply first equation or second equation on no external force. No external force. So that first equation or second equation, everybody. No external force is applied. So that we have to apply work energy theorem. First equation or second equation. Boys, second equation. So what is the second equation? Final mechanical energy is equals to initial mechanical energy. Speak loudly and tell me, what is the final mechanical energy? Final kinetic energy plus initial final potential energy is equals to initial kinetic energy plus initial potential energy. Is it okay, everybody? Please speak, guys. All of you. Respond.
Yes, sir.
Now, all of
Yes,
you
sir.
observe very carefully. Here I'll make you, as we know, at the baseline, initial potential energy is 0. Now check it. What is the initial kinetic energy? We all got it. Initial kinetic energy equals to what? Half m
V square.
u square. Okay, have a glance it. Now, at this time, it is having a velocity v. At the point B, final kinetic energy. So, what is that velocity v? So, what is the final kinetic energy, Pradosh? At the point B, what is the final kinetic energy? Respond, everybody. Half
mv
v square plus. At that B point, what is the final potential energy? That is very important. All of you observe. So, what is the final potential energy formula? mgh. Am I right or wrong? All of you? Please speak. So,
Yes,
mgh. So, mgh alone we have to find it now. So, observe very carefully. Now, potential energy. Body is coming down. So, potential energy is negative or positive? Body is coming down, guys. So from the surface, from the baseline, body is coming down. So the potential energy negative or positive? Everybody, speak loudly. Coming down. Yesterday also I taught you. So whenever body, see from the baseline, going up is positive and coming down is what, guys? Respond.
negative.
Coming down is negative. Okay. Now I have to find the height. So yesterday might be confusing, but today 100% I will make you clear. So observe, this is what the height it will come down. Am I right or wrong, guys? This is the initial position and this is the final position. Is it okay, Rudreshwa? So this is the height, we have to find it. Am I right? Yes? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
So now the shape alone I will draw here. All of you check it. So this is the position it has been reached. So that I can take, this is what is the position B. At the B point, we have to find the what is the final potential energy. This is A point. Now this is what is H. So this whole one is we used to call, we want called as, what is that whole one is called as? Everybody. What is the whole one? This entire thing is called as what, guys? R. Am I right? Please speak. Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, observe, this is also we used to call it as radius only. Now, with the angle theta it is making. So, we all know that from the first chapter we are studying. If this is the angle, then this is the R means. Then force is acting two different directions. So, it will become what? Everybody. This will become what? Rudreshwar? This will become R sin theta. And opposite one will become what?
R cos
Opposite
theta.
one will become R cos theta. So, this gap will become what, guys? Speak loudly. R cos theta. And here what will happen? R sin theta. Understand, Emma?
Theta.
Now, so this gap I can take it as a, what is this gap? Everybody speak loudly. R cos theta. Brothers, understand, brothers? You might be doubt. Yesterday you might be having doubt. Today are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So R cos theta. Now total height is R and this height is R cos theta. Then I want H. So I will say R is equals to H plus R cos theta. Now I want H. So H is equals to what will happen? R minus R cos theta. Will you all agree with me? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
That's all. So final potential energy equals to mg into R minus R cos theta. But it is decreasing so that it is negative or positive. Speak loudly, everybody. So as it is, position is decreasing so that it will turns into what? Minus of R minus R cos theta. Is it okay, everybody? So I will replace this one. So half mv square minus mg. And I will take R common. R common means 1 minus cos theta, which is equals to half mu square. Is it okay? You unless you say I won't be. Are you clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So why it is minus here? This plus become minus y because it is coming down. So coming down means below the baseline. So from the baseline, if anything is coming down, it is negative or positive or negative.
Negative.
Now, let me take the LCM so that I'll cancel it half and half both the sides. So here, what is the equation? Next equation, tell me. mv square minus 2mgr into 1 minus cos theta, which is equals to mu square. Is it okay, everybody? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, I will take the m outside so that m also I will get cancelled. So what is remaining? Check it, everybody. V square minus 2gr into 1 minus cos theta, which is equals to u square. So now this minus will come this side, which is equals to u square minus 2gr into 1 minus cos theta. Is it okay, everybody? Clear? I hope everybody understand. So from this, v is equals to root over u square minus 2gr into 1 minus cos theta. So this is what is the formula which the body is traveling at any point, not only at the B point, at C point, at here if you take at this point, at this point, or at this point, or at this point, or at this point, any point if you want to find the velocity, then already body is traveling with the initial velocity u, then this is the formula we have to use it. Till here, any doubt in anybody, please let me know. I hope everybody very clearly understand. Anything doubt, small doubt also, please ask me. Are you okay, guys? Everybody? I hope everybody clear. Mr. Rudreswar?
Yes.
Pradosh? Kadri?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Narayan? Understand? Rudreswar, yesterday might be slight confusing in calculating height and all. Now are you clear? Everything height calculating, how it is? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is what it is. Now,
Yes, sir.
at the B point, let me consider from the B point, at point B, all of you observe. So what I said, at point B, anyone having small doubt also please ask me. Don't be silent, ask me. At point B, let consider normal reaction becomes 0. So if n becomes 0 means what will happen, guys? Everybody, from that point, what will happen? Body will takes into what? Yes, please. Body will takes into what? Projectile motion. Okay. Projectile motion. So let me consider the B point. So we have to form the another equation. So at the B point, so this is the body position now. So weight of the body is acting downward direction. So that force will be splitting into two different directions. What is that? One is mg cos theta. Another one is what? Everybody. This is mg cos
mg
theta and this will become what? mg. Speak loud.
sin theta.
Theta. And perpendicularly that is normal and centripetal force Fc is equals to mv square by r. So now write the equation. What will happen? We will get mg cos theta is equals to mv square by r plus n. Am I right? Will you all agree with me? Everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So from that n is equals to I will get it check it, everybody. So mg cos theta, what will happen? mg cos theta minus mv square by r. Will you all agree with me? Clear, everybody? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what it is. Now, substitute v. We got it. V square is equals to what is the formula? We know. Just now we have got it. Everybody see and tell me. What is the v? V square. Everybody. V square is equals to u square plus 2gr 1 minus cos theta. That is what.
Cos theta.
So substitute this one in this equation. So what will happen? Normal reaction n is equals to, everybody, mg cos theta. Very slowly, clearly I will say you. So anything doubt you can ask me. M by r. V square means what, guys? U square plus 2gr into 1. Multiply it and I will write it. 2gr into 1, 2gr minus 2gr into cos theta. What will happen? Everybody, 2gr cos theta. Okay.
Cos theta.
Next, n is equals to, very slowly only will goes. Anything doubt, ask me. So mg cos theta minus, I will write mu square by r plus m 2mgr by r minus next 2mgr cos theta by r. But something I did mistake. M into minus into plus minus, minus into plus minus, but minus into minus what? Here what is
Yes.
plus. So that is the mistake I have done. So now that's all. Answer is over. So we'll get the normal reaction. So what is that, everybody? So n is equals to, you can see. So what will happen? RR will get cancelled everywhere. So we'll get the equation. So what is that? N is equals to mg cos theta minus mu square by r minus 2mg plus 2mg cos theta. So 2mg cos theta and mg cos theta, which is equals to what is the answer? Everybody, speak raw. 3mg cos theta minus mu square by r minus 2mg. So this is the normal reaction formula. Please make sure you have to be do it. Okay. So normal reaction formula, at any point if you want to calculate the normal, this is what you have to use it. Now, if n is equals to 0, as we assumed it, if n is equals to 0, then whole equation turns 0 is equals to 3mg cos theta. Mr. Murali, can you able to understand? Monish, Pradeep, minus 2mg. So now we want cos theta. We want to find the theta actually. So theta, let theta is equals to beta angle, where n will become 0. Please write it neatly. Where n is equals to 0, what angle? That is the angle we have to find it now. So what is this angle? I am assuming as a theta is equals to what, everybody? Some angle. What is that angle? Beta. So I'll replace with that. So what will happen? N is equals to, I'll write it here, 3mg cos beta. Cos beta, this both minus will come this side, will become what? Plus. So mv square by r plus 2mg. So in all the things, m is common. Can I strike the m, everybody? If you say only, I will.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's all
Yes,
it is. So m is common. So I will strike at m in every case. Now you check it, you will get it. So cos beta, we want 3g is extra. So 3g will come this side, it will become what? We want beta angle. So which is equals to what will happen? Everybody. U square plus 2g divided by 3g will come this side. So it will become 3g.
3G.
Understanding? So that is what it is. Now we want beta. So beta is equals to cos inverse of, okay. So now LCM I will take it. So LCM means here what will come? 2GR will come. Right? Yes, Mr. Rudresha, LCM is 2GR. So it will turns into U square plus 2GR divided by 3GR. I hope clear, everyone? So at this angle, if normal is equals to 0, then what is the angle? What angle it has been become 0, normal? You have to use, this is the formula for calculating normal, where normal becomes 0. What is that angle? If you want to find it, you have to use, this is the case. So these are the three formulas when already body is traveling with some initial velocity u. Clear, everyone? All of you? Understand, Amma? Please respond. Now, what we have
Yes,
done,
sir.
if you consider body's initial velocity is already 0, understand? So from that point, the body is traveling. So let me take same thing. So first one, you all understand, boys? I keep on asking, but nobody is responding. Brothers, clear? Anything doubt, brothers, still?
No, sir.
Yeah. So that is what it is. So now let us make it, and one question also I will solve you now. So please make sure formula, if you understand, question is very, very simple. So imagine now, so a body is at the top, but what is the initial velocity? Everybody. Initial velocity of the body is how much? Everybody, 0. Okay. So before you, now the body initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. Now at point A. Now this body is keep on sliding. At a particular point, let me take this point is B point. At a particular point, we all knows that normal is acting upward, away from it, and weight of the body is acting downward direction. So that the force, sorry, at this angle. So let me take that angle is theta. Now, so at this angle, if you all check it, everybody clearly, so it is travel a certain distance. That is what is this one. So we want to find this height again. So what is this height become? Already we have calculated. This total is R means. This total is R means. Then this is the theta. So let me take this theta. So here what will happen, guys? Everybody, this will become R sin
R
theta.
sin
And
theta.
this will become what? All of you. R.
R cos theta.
So R is equals to H plus R cos theta. So that H is equals to R minus R cos theta. So R common 1 minus cos theta. That is what is the H. Is it okay, everybody? Understand, Pradosh?
Yes, sir.
Now, So we all knows that normal reaction, centripetal force also Fc is equals to acting direction mv square by r. So now let us write the equations. That's all, we can finish it. So now mg is acting downwards. So mg is also acting two coordinates. One is mg sine theta and opposite one is acting what direction? Sorry.
Cos theta.
So which is acting mg cos theta. Okay, that is also how to remember. So two equations will form. So first equation, let me form this one. So mg cos theta is equals to n plus mv square by r. So from that I can get the equation n is equals to what, guys? Everybody. Same equation will get mg cos theta minus mv square by r. So now if you assume that if n is equals to 0, at this point n is equals to 0, so this whole term will become 0, we'll get mg cos theta is equals to mv square by r. So will get cancelled. From that v square is equals to what? You all should speak. Everybody.
R cos
V is
theta.
equals to V square is
R
equals
cos
to RG cos theta. R cos theta illa. So V is equals to root over RG cos theta. So this is, let me take equation 1. Now, from work energy theorem, all of you observe very carefully. This is very important one. Yesterday also I told you. Again, same thing. As the body is coming down, so that potential energy is what? Final potential energy, negative or positive up? At this point,
negative.
coming down. So from the at the baseline, let me consider the baseline. So if I take the baseline, all of you tell me, what is the initial potential energy? Speak loudly. Baseline.
0.
Initial velocity is 0. So what is the kinetic energy, Pradosh? Initial kinetic energy? Initial kinetic energy
0.
also what? 0. That's all. Now at this point, can you tell me what is the final kinetic energy? Body velocity is V. So what is the final kinetic energy? Half mv square. Understanding? So at this height, what is the potential energy? Final potential energy equals to mgh. H means what? H means what? Everybody. R into 1 minus cos theta. That's all. So apply the work energy theorem. So what is the work energy theorem? Final potential energy equals, final mechanical energy equals to initial mechanical energy. That's all. So final potential energy plus final mechanical energy equals to initial potential energy plus initial kinetic energy. So we all know that initially velocity is 0. So that both kinetic energy equals to 0 and potential energy equals to also what? Everybody?
0.
0. Okay. Now final kinetic energy, I got it. Half mv square plus initial potential, final potential energy. Just now we have calculated here. What is the final potential energy? mgr into 1 minus cos theta. But
Cos theta.
it is acting downward direction, so that it will
Negatives.
yes, mgr into 1 minus cos theta, which is equals to 0. Now it will turns into half mv square plus into minus minus, so that mgr into 1 minus cos theta. So now from that I can say equals to 0. So from that, can I say that, all of you observe very carefully? So I will say that 1 by 2 mv square is equals, this plus will come this side, it will become minus will come this side, it will become plus. Is it right, guys? All of you understand, Amma? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
That is what. Now what will happen?
Yes,
Both the sides I can get cancelled. So what I can get cancelled? Both the sides. Everybody respond. Can get cancelled. So I will write v square, 2 will come this side, it turns into 2gr into 1 minus cos theta. Is it okay, wa? Everybody? All of you? Please respond. So this is what? V square. So V is equals to root over 2gr into 1 minus cos theta. So this is equation number 2 and this is equation number 1. So both equations you can equate it. This and this and this. So both our velocities are same. So what will happen? We can get it. So equate both equations. Equate 1 and 2. So what will happen? Rg cos theta, root over Rg cos theta is equals to root over 2gr 1 minus cos theta. So both the sides root will get cancelled. I will square it and I will get cancelled. You can do it if you want. So both the sides you square. So square will get cancelled. We'll get a rg cos theta is equals to, so 2gr into 1 minus cos theta. So if I multiply that, it will come 2gr minus 2gr cos theta, which is equals to rg cos theta. Now minus 2gr will come this side, it will become what, everybody? It will become what?
Plus.
Plus. So RG cos theta plus 2GR cos theta, which is equals to 3GR cos theta, which is equals to 2RG. 2R, you also respond. 2R.
2R.
Understanding? Yes. So now both the sides you can see GR can get cancelled. So only cos theta is equals to 2 by 3 and theta is equals to what, guys? Cos inverse
Cos
of
inverse of 2 by
cos
3.
inverse.
2 by 3.
So this is the theta case. So these are the two things. When initial velocity is 0 and initial velocity is not 0. This is how you have to clearly calculate all the things. I hope everybody understand today. There is no one who don't know anything. Each one, anything I have doubt, I'm giving just 1 minute time. You can ask me. Or else day before yesterday's class, what we studied, there is a one more point we are going to find it. That is very important now. So we are going to do that also. Please let me know how many of you understand this. Yes, please.
Understood, sir.
Yeah, clear? Girls, others,
Yes, sir.
and Samya, anything doubt? You can ask. Clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will proceed. So let us see. From this, I will take into the back lecture what we studied, and then we will continue. So any doubt you can ask me. Princey, understand Princey? Mr. Narayan, Murali, Mr. Monish,
Yes, sir.
Rohit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please ask me.
Yes, sir.
So I think today we are very clear. Clear, Rohit? Now, so last day before yesterday's class, we studied motion inside the circular path. Am I right, Rudresha? Motion inside the circular path. Now we can consider two cases. Two cases we have calculated it. At the bottom, let me take this point is A, and this is the top point. We used to call it as what? That point is what? B point. Okay, wow, everybody. So now what we are going to do? So we have calculated what is the minimum velocity at the bottom and what is the minimum velocity at the top. Can you tell me what is the minimum velocity at the bottom? We have calculated root over
GL.
Am I right or wrong? 5GR or L? Of course, 5GL. Root over 5GL. Am I right? Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, at the top, as we all know, the top tension is minimum. T is minimum. And the bottom, T is what? T means tension. Tension is maximum. We have already proved that. Am I right? Others? So now what we are going to do? If a body is at this horizontal position, so both the sides, this is case number 3. Please remember. So case number 3. Case 1, H is equals to 0. Case 2, H is equals to what? H is equals to case 2, H is equals to L and L. H is equals to what, Ra? H is equals to 2L. Now, case number 3, be very careful. I hope you can able to see my screen. Case number 3, H is equals to what? Check it, everybody. H is equals to, no use if you are not speaking. H is equals to what? Case number 3, H is equals to L. Understanding, Amma? At this height. So what is the velocity? So if I find this point or this point, both are same height. Am I right or wrong, guys? Everybody, please respond.
Yes, sir.
So at this height, what is the velocity? Let us calculate it. So how to find at this point, what is the velocity? We all know the formula. Can you tell me what is the velocity formula, Rudresha, before class? Check your notebooks and tell me what is the velocity. We have done it. Check your notebooks, everybody. Pradosh, find the velocity and tell me what is the velocity formula you have done. You want, you can calculate that velocity. I think we have not calculated velocity for this case. Am I right, guys? Rudresha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So velocity formula we have not calculated. Shall we calculate the velocity formula now, everybody? And then we'll proceed it. Okay. So how many minutes is there this meeting? Meeting only 6 minutes is there. Shall we find the velocity formula? Yeah, velocity formula, we'll find it. We found it. Here velocity is 5GR and here velocity is, what is the velocity at this point? Top point. Minimum velocity, root over GL. Am I right? All of you? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us see that what is the first velocity formula and then we'll proceed. So let us imagine the body at this point. So what is the velocity we have to calculate it? At this point, what is the velocity? So now we all knows that here the body is acting, weight of the body is acting downward direction. Will you all agree with me? Yes, please.
Yes.
And theta, what is the angle here?
Yes, sir.
What is the angle here? Theta. On the day we have solved, verify our things, please, everybody. So theta is the angle here. Is it okay, va? Now, weight of the body is acting here. Tension is of the body is acting upward direction. And normal is acting perpendicular to the surface. Okay. And of course, centripetal force is also acting the same thing. So centripetal force is equals to mv square by L. Now, if weight of the body is acting downward directions, means we all knows that then the force will be split into two different coordinates. So if here is the theta means, then here also what is the theta? How much is the theta? Everybody, here also theta only. So this one will become what? Mg cos theta, and opposite one will become what? Rudreswa? Mg?
MG sin
Mg sin theta. So please remember, here weight of the body is downward direction, perpendicularly. Now here it is mg sin theta and mg cos theta. Till here any doubt? Anybody can ask me. So tension in the string is T. Okay. Now let us find it by law of conservation of energy. We will find it at this point. So at this point we will apply the law of conservation of energy. So as we know, body is that initial one. So what is the initial velocity? Anybody can tell me? We already calculated. What is the initial velocity? Root over u speed. Root over 5gr. Yes or no? Forget about it. So as it is the baseline, can you tell me what is the potential energy? As it is the baseline. Baseline. What is the potential energy? Initial potential energy?
Zero.
Zero.
Okay. Now kinetic energy. Body is already having some initial velocity V0. Let me take V0 is equals to U. Is it okay, Pradosh? Initial velocity. So what is the initial velocity kinetic energy formula? Initial kinetic energy equals to half mv u square. Will you all agree with me, ma, girls? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So that's all. Now it is reached to a certain height from the ground. So let me take that height is h. We can take it. So now what is the formula law of conservation of energy? So final mechanical energy is equals to initial mechanical energy. Formula what? Final kinetic energy plus final potential energy equals to initial kinetic energy plus initial potential energy. So we all knows that body initially at a state of like a baseline. So that initial potential energy is 0. So what is the initial kinetic energy? Half m u square. Half m u square. Now we have to find the velocity formula. Be very careful. Now, so what is happening here? H is equals to L. Check it, everybody. So final potential energy, what? Body is having a velocity u at this point, v. So what is the final potential energy? Half mv square. Am I right, Rudreswar? Understood? V square.
Yes, sir.
Body has been reached to a certain height h. So what is the final potential energy? mgh. That's all it is. Clear, everybody? mgh. It is reached. It has been pendulum, oscillating, correct, guys? So it has been rises from this point to this point. So that is what we are assuming as a what? Everyone. What is that called as? H. Okay, everyone. So that's all it is. So all the sides mm will get cancelled. So what is the formula will come? V square plus 2gh, which is equals to u square. Will you all agree with me? Respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
That's all. Now V is equals to, what will happen? V square is equals to u square minus 2gh. So V square is equals to u square minus 2gh. So square will come this side. It will become what? Everyone?
Root.
Yes, please. Root over what?
U square minus 2gh.
So at every point velocity is equals to, Pradosh, at every point if you want to find the velocity, what is the formula? U square minus 2gh. Am I right? Yeah. All of you observe very carefully. I'll modify this formula slightly for our purpose. U square minus 2hg. Can I write it? U square minus 2hg. You all should say. I am not. Yes, Rudresha?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if I modify it, all of you observe very carefully. So where h is equals to L or whatever it is. Now, if you notice it, so what is the velocity formula? What is the tension will come? What is the minimum velocity required? You can modify and you can calculate it. How much it is? Check it, everyone. So this everything I'll modify it here. Please make it. So V is equals to, what is the U square? We got it already. Initial velocity. U square is equals to how much? Check it, everyone. We already calculated.
Root 5GL.
Yes. So I can say U square is equals to 5GL. Is it okay? Rudresha? So U square
Yes,
is
sir.
5GL minus 2H. 2H means at what point? Check it, everybody. This is L. L means that is what? H plus H, which is equals to 2H. So 2H is equals to what? Everybody. That is what R. I can take it as a. So can I take it as a H means L, 2JH.